Welcome to Always Analog, where we celebrate the beauty of analog technology in the digital world. So today I wanted to take a look at some pencils, 4 of them, from different manufacturers, but they have something in common. One, they're all triangular, and they are all thicker, wider, larger in circumference than a standard office or school pencil. In a lot of ways, these are pencils designed, although not exclusively intended for, but designed perhaps for young children who are learning to write and who are holding a writing instrument in their hands for the first time. They're small hands, small fingers, and rather than a round instrument or a hexagonal instrument, there is something about a triangular shape that lends itself to a more easily held form for children's hands, and for adults too sometimes. But these are all pencils that have that form. And so I thought, as I use pencils, I thought, oh yeah, here's another triangular pencil I've got. And I thought, well, and there's certainly more than these 4. This isn't an exhaustive or comprehensive review by any means, but these are 4 that I happen to have in my pencil bag that are all triangular and larger than normal. I have some pencils. There's a Papermate Murado I just reviewed a few weeks ago. It's from South America, that's triangular in shape, but it is a standard pencil width in circumference. These are a little bigger. So let's take a look at the 4. And not in any particular order, although I've got, this one would be probably the smallest in terms of circumference. Again, still larger than a standard pencil, but in terms of these triangular, smaller. Now it's hard to see here because it's fairly dark. The paint is a dark blue, but this is a triangular shape. And look at how big the core is. That's another area where these pencils are similar. It's a parallel between the pencils. They all have a really thick core, in addition to just having a thicker barrel as well. But this one is a Tri-Rex. This is made by Moon Products in the USA. I'm pretty sure they're in Tennessee, where other pencil manufacturers are located or have been located. And this is a Tri-Rex. It's blue. It is a 3-sided pencil. It says B23 there, I suppose is the model or inventory number. It has sort of a triangular shape imprint here. It's a navy blue paint job with a white painted imprint, and here we can see the point, the core. I believe it doesn't say so on the pencil, but I believe when I bought these, it was graded as a 2HB. Next, we go to a pencil. Here you can see that actually, by the way, no eraser on this, but this next one has an eraser, white one, and a ferrule and sort of a brushed aluminum color here. And this is the finger fitter from the Musgrave Pencil Company in Shelbyville, Tennessee. Again, a thicker core. And I just have another one here. Comes in two colors, or at least it did. I don't know if it still does. Orange and yellow, kind of a gold, mustard gold here. And it has a purple foil imprint on it, or magenta kind of color, and finger fitter there. You can see it does come unsharpened. You can see here, again, it has the thicker core, triangular shape. The next one is a Dixon, the Conderoga. This is the Conderoga pencil. I believe they make these in the standard Conderoga gold as well. This one happens to be black. 2 HB, you can see at the top there is the grade. They've got the 2 in a triangle, and it has a gold foil imprint, and it does have an eraser there, triangular shaped, with the trademark Conderoga green and gold, green and yellow ferrule at the top of the pencil. And then we have another one made by a company called Koala Tools, and this is called the Bear Claw number 2. It is it's semi-painted. It is in natural wood pencil, and it has that's not entirely painted on the sides, on the 3 sides. It has a black paint and a gold imprint there, Koala Tools, Bear Claw, 2B pencil, not 2HB, like the Conderoga. This is a 2B. So that's going to tell me that it is 2B, meaning it's sort of maybe in between a number 2 and a number 1, between an HB and a B, I'm not sure. It comes pre-sharpened. It has a ferrule, and although the pencil is triangular, as you can see, the eraser is not. It's round. And they just sort of crimp I'll tell you, it's fairly loose look how loose that is, in the ferrule there, which is a bright, shiny, kind of goldish, brassy color. So there it is. Okay. And what we'll do is we'll take a look at these pencils and in terms of how they write, and see what we like about them. So here's our Moon Products Tri-Rex. And I can tell that you can almost see that it is a wider core, certainly putting down a wider line. This pencil, again, is made in the USA. And it's not a super smooth pencil, but okay. It's a comfortable pencil. Has a little bit of a smudge. There's no eraser on here, so let's just try to erase a little bit. There's a pink pearl. There's a Mars plastic. Does a little bit of a better job. We still see some shadowing here with the erasers. Let's try Mr. Pen. Yeah. Well, I'll leave a little bit, but some better than others. On erasing, I'll give it a B, B minus. I'll say this, it is a comfortable pencil, very much so. A little thicker, but not too thick. Now I'm holding this in adult hands here. I do like that. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the pencils that we used to get when we would go bowling. And you would, get your shoes if you didn't have your own, and they'd tear off a big sheet of paper, which was a scoring sheet, and you would take it with you to your lane, and they had these pencils that they gave you. It didn't have erasers, but they were thicker than a normal pencil. They weren't triangular, as I recall, but they had these pencils, and that's what you would get, and that's what you would score with at the bowling alley. And they were kind of like this. They remind me of that. I'm sorry they don't do that anymore at bowling alleys, because you know why? You had to do math to keep a bowling score. And I always thought that was a kind of a good thing. Now you don't need to be able to add or multiply or anything. Yeah, they have machines that do all the scoring. I guess people have to be honest about their scores too now, because the machine's doing the scoring. But it was a skill in itself to learn how to keep a bowling score, and I miss those days. Anyways, that's the Tri-Rex. Okay, let's move on to the next one, which is the Finger Fitter from the Musgrave Pencil Company. Now this is a much thicker pencil than the Tri-Rex. I don't know why I put a hyphen there. Yeah, this is this is really almost too big for me to use regularly. Would be a great pencil to have in the workshop though, to mark cuts and on wood, and to mark things, because it's easy to hold on to and easy to stick in a pocket. But for a little kid, I can see where this is a finger fitter. This really is gives you a lot to hold on to. And again, it's got that wide core. All right, it does have an eraser on it, so let's see how the attached eraser does on this. Yeah, not great. All right, not unexpected, not great. Let's try a Mars. Better. Pink pearl. About the same. Art gum. Hardmouth rubber. Well, yeah, still a little bit of a shadow. On erasing, we're going to give it a B. Not bad. I mean, in terms of smoothness of writing, it definitely feels like a 2 HB in terms of the core. Okay, so that was the finger fitter. Let's go to another section here, and let me pull this out a little bit. What's next? Here we go. Now this one, there we go. I almost wanted to break it a little bit and had a kind of a little burr. Let's sharpen this, put another point on it here. Okay, that is not doing it. Let's try it in here. There we go. Okay, it's a tough, really not sharpening well in this manual sharpener here. It leaves a little bit of a weird point, and I don't know if it's from the triangular shape. All right, but it's not quite as smooth as a regular Conderoga 2HB in my opinion. Let's do some erasing with the attached eraser, which is sort of this black color. Crummy, crumbly and crummy. Let's try a different eraser. Much improved. The Mars plastic. Pink pearl. Better. Art gum. Okay. Heartmouth rubber eraser. I didn't really. Yeah, a little bit of a smudge here. Okay. This gets a B, B minus. Not a great erasing pencil. Okay. Okay. Well, I think this Conderoga, again, you know, we're trying to get kids to be able to write and learn how to write, and you want to give them a comfortable instrument. I think it would do that, but it's just an okay writing experience. Okay, now let me go up a little bit more here. And we'll try our final entry, which is the bear claw. From Koala Tools. Now this was the one that is the 2B, and I can see that and I can feel that. It is a softer pencil for sure. It is a smoother pencil. This might be the smoothest of all of them. Yeah, quiet. Not bad. Not a big smudge drag here. It's got this loose eraser on it though, so I am worried it will wiggle right out of the ferrule, but we'll see. No, it's holding on, but it's sure bouncing around. Oh, it's starting to crack just from that. I see it's starting to starting to split right there, just from that one use. So that's not good. It's not secure at all on the tip of this pencil. So this eraser, not only is it a terrible eraser, it doesn't do a good job, and frankly, I don't think it's long for this world. It's in there so loosely. And you know what? They're all like that in the package. So, okay. We're gonna not want to use that eraser. Let's see how this core erases otherwise using other erasers. Okay. It does all right with the Mars Pink Pearl. There's shadowing here from all of these, and it may be that 2B grade that they're going for in the core. It is a smooth pencil, I will say, so I'll give it that. Really bad for a couple of different reasons, the attached eraser. The erasability overall for the pencil is a B-. It's a comfortable, again, it's a fairly wide, big pencil, probably about the same size as the finger fitter, so I think a kid would be able to hold this pencil securely. Okay, well, there's that. So, I would have to say overall, let's forget about erasing, but for overall writing, I think that these two larger pencils, the finger fitter and the bear claw, the core seem to be the smoothest and best overall writing. Then we have the Tri-Rex, a little smaller, and even this Conderoga is smaller than these other two here. Not quite as smooth, and the Conderoga of them all, in terms of sharpening, was sort of the one that I had a little issue with. But they're out there, so if you, here's the thing, if you've got a young person in your life learning to write, you certainly want to encourage them and provide them tools and instruments that will help them learn how to write, how to print well, and I still believe that it is to their advantage to learn how to write in cursive. It helps develop really good hand-eye coordination and motor skills. Beyond that, just the ability to write cursive, which means you can read cursive, and would always be able to communicate in that traditional way. And I think that's still an important skill to impart. So if it would help a young student to have a pencil like this, to have more control in the hand, then by all means find them one that they like and encourage them to keep up with good handwriting. Okay. Thank you for joining me for this version of Always Analog, for a look at these triangular shaped pencils. We'll see you again real soon.